Yep. So, one more thing on my to-do list. You can see right there. Whoever did that plumbing, doesn't look like they even really put any cement on that. So, before I can leave, one more thing to add to the to-do list. Oh boy. Yeah, let's get after it. Alright, so my glue had dried up, my PVC cement. So we're about to head back under the house and get this pipe. I'm not sure, whoever plumbed this house, it is replumbed with PVC. It was done in the 90s. It was a DIY job for sure, and kind of a not an Aaron DIY job. It was a hack DIY job. Kind of like the same thing with the ventilation under there. So, or just a bad contractor, I don't know. But anyway, what happened was the pipes, I'll show you when we go back under there, it didn't break or anything, it just blew out. And it doesn't look like it ever had any glue in it. I don't think it was glued. So we went to the store and we got some cleaner. And you notice it says Cpvc or PVC. We got some primer, Cpvc or PVC. And we got Cpvc cement. Because there's two different types of PVC pipe. There's Cpvc, which is the smaller and goes off a outer diameter measurement. And then there's PVC, which is the white pipe. Two different, you really can't mesh them together. Has been done under my house, but you want to make sure, just if anybody ever does any plumbing repair, needs to make sure that you know what kind of PVC pipe you have and get the correct glue, because if you use incorrect glue, it will not hold. It might stick a little bit, but it's not going to give you a good permanent seal. So we're going to head back under here with our cleaners, our primers, and our cement, some sandpaper, just to kind of knock off the rough edges and make sure to get down to the clean PVC, and some paper towels to clean it all. So let's head back under the house and get this extra to-do list item done. And luckily the freak storm did not destroy all of my animal food. My tarp held, and it just lasted, I don't know, like 10 or 15 minutes, but it was pretty nasty for just like 10 or 15 minutes. Didn't even rain enough to really settle the dust, but my tarp held, so I still got all my animal food in good shape there. And as soon as we finish fixing the water leak, we'll start getting our animal food all set back up, and all the rest of the to-do list stuff I've got before I leave in 3 days to go to North Carolina. Alright, so here we are back under the house, and just so I can show you guys what I'm talking about, you got brown Cpvc and a mix of PVC and Cpvc. Not really supposed to have. So we've got to fix this where it just popped out right there, and then we'll be good to go. But you guys see what I'm talking about, how the duct work here, you know, just setting on the ground. This is all coming out. All this half-ass pipe is coming out, and it's all going to get put back in with PEX. You can see all the different sizes, which is one thing that holds, like, restricts our water pressure in here, because instead of being one size, I don't even understand their thinking behind all of this. Now you can see like a lot of the wood's wet. Like, luckily my daughter was using the water and came and told me immediately when this when the main broke, so, or when this pipe broke. So we didn't get too much water under here, which is really good. So now we're just going to clean this up and put it back together. Alright, so the first step is we want to try and dry it off a little bit. It's been cut off for a little while, so hopefully it will stop dripping here in just a second. Take our sandpaper, and there is glue on here, so they did glue it. They just didn't glue it well, and I can see that they didn't use any primer. I like to use the primer. It does kind of help things stick just a little bit better. Alright, so that's going to go back in there pretty decent. Now we got to dry it again. And next, let's grab our cleaner here. I might have to go get a dang alright, be right back. I gotta go get a pipe wrench or something, because these caps are notorious to be very hard to open, and my old busted up hands don't work like they used to. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I got my appropriate tools here so I can open up. There we go. Seems so much easier with a pair of pliers. I hate that there's still so much water, but like I said, I've had the water shut off for an hour now, so it's really about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. And all we can do is hope for the best, I guess. Alright, now we're going to open up our purple cement here. There we go. My hands are going to be dyed now tomorrow because this stuff doesn't wash off real easy. I'm going to go ahead and give it just another coat of primer. Now I don't really want the primer to dry all the way. Whenever you do any kind of PVC work, man, there's so much water still here. You want to apply the cement to the inside and the outside. Inside and the outside. That burns. You don't want to let this stuff get on your skin. Not sensitive skin anyway. It does sting a little bit. right. And there we go. All right. So I've got that joint redone there. I know the camera works horrible. I'm sorry, folks. Doing the best I can here, laying in this little spot. So now let's not making dinner tonight. We'll just go eat. I'm too tired to make dinner anyway because I still got to unload animal food and a laundry list of stuff to do before it gets dark. We're gonna let that sit at least 2 hours. Probably should really sit overnight, but we gotta take showers. Obviously crawling up under this house, I'm filthy. So I'd like to take a shower, but while I'm under here, you guys can see this is one of the old parts. You can see these beams are about 10 inches, 10 by 12, 12 by 12. You know, a mix of round beams. You know, all heart pine. You can see the original columns under here. Original columns and the big beams. You know, all that's wet from this. You can see all the, you know, hand hewn work. You know, and repair work from years past. So I've got my work cut out for me, getting all the structural stuff done under this old girl, but overall it's in really good shape. Especially to be 194 years old, can't complain. So one thing at a time, we'll finish up our siding, get it insulated, or get our insulated and getting our siding on, and that way it's going to be that way it's going to last. The outside of the house is going to be good, and we'll start as soon as I get siding done. We're going to get up under here and start jacking and putting reinforced steel beams and metal and all under here. We're not going to try and level it. We're just going to keep it right where it's at. But you can see one reason the old house, like right there's the floors. There's no insulation. I don't even know why in the world they decided to try and put AC in this thing when it's exposed straight to the floors. Effort and futility. So we're going to be redoing all the plumbing, insulating, you know, stabilizing, and yeah, about the time I'm finished with it and I'm about ready to die, I'll be ready to start all over again. There's a lot of work to do on this old girl. All right. Well, let's get back out from under here and get started back on our to-do list.